Good day to you all, you wonderful, wonderful human beings. I'm going to be playing the same puzzles. That hasn't changed, but I'm doing it differently. So if you don't want spoilers, play the game first because I'm going to be releasing it on the same day. I didn't really want to do it, but then I thought if people are watching the videos, and some are, then, well, the thing is, there's easier ways to complete the puzzles than watching someone else do it. But these videos have always been just a stream of conscious thought. How to solve something, how my brain works, and compared to your modes of thinking. But it's still going to be fun. It's just a same day. It's certainly better than waiting. For me, it's better than waiting a week doing the cutting up of the editing, etc., on Friday or Saturday and posting it up then. Yeah, but we're going to try this for certainly the rest of the week and the weekend, and we'll see how it goes. I don't have a specific upload time for these because life. So we've got the games ready. Here they are. Word all connection strands, the mini and the MIDI. I know I haven't done. I normally do this ahead of time, but that's fine. You get to see the adverts. They may be the same as yours. Who knows? May not be. But that's fine. That's fine. That's good. Right. Okay. As usual, first game, Wordle. Let's add to the 70-day streak for Wednesday, the 5th of August. And as normal, actually, no. That's a nice picture. Mr. Ben Pierce, I presume it's a Mr. Could be Lord, for all I know. Good art. I like that. That would look really nice without the numbers, maybe. But that would look nice framed on a wall in a hallway, maybe even a dining room, or yeah, that would look nice. Or a restaurant, restaurant dining area. Yeah, that does look nice. I'm not going to use these today, and I'm definitely not going to use that one. I'm not going to use them today. Let's say that. So my go-to word is Steam. We are 3 minutes into the video. Apologies for that. I am going to use this, of course, because that's just sensible. We don't have E, A, or M, and that gives us 27 words. We've got T's. Oh, I like that one. Taurus. We've got B's and C's and D's and F's and G's. A few H, even a J there. That's cool. But we'll go with Taurus. And it doesn't begin with the letter T. Okay. That's fine. We've got... I will move that. I will move things around so things are easier to see for you. There we go. Right. We've still got 27 words to go, and we've only got 4 guesses left. But we do have an O. And the T doesn't go there, and the S doesn't go there. We don't have an R or a U anymore. Now we're down to 5 words. Boost, foist, hoist, joist, posit. These 3, really interesting because it gives us an O, I, and S, and a T. So if it's not one of these, and the S doesn't go there, then the answer is posit. So I think we'll only need 2 or 3 guesses. I'll try hoist. If it's not, try hoist. Right. So the I and the S are in the wrong place. So we know it's not boost. It's not any of these 3, so it must be posit. Like that. 2 guesses. Excellent. And that's the way my brain works for Wordle. Wonderful. With these, what does it give? A T and an O. Yeah. Yeah, that was okay. Okay, but that was fun. That's not too bad. And we can play connections. We are on a 3-day streak. Let's see if we can add another one. And as usual, because life is short. Oh, ooh. I have no idea what this is. Is that... it looks like something you fold over to store keys on, but that's weird. Is it like jeans? These are the pockets, but they don't have as houses. Okay. Okay, Callum Heath. Interesting out. What's the difficulty? 2.3 out of 5, which doesn't mean a lot, to be honest. Lower numbers can be trickier, and higher numbers can be easier. I never got my head around the rating system in that way. And we are going to reset the game. By resetting the game, we should leave the snaps grid on. If we reset all data, it will come off. This is Connections Copilot. But we've got Maneuver in yellow. We've got Wrangler in green. And we've got Tudor in blue. And we also have Castle in purple. Right. The obvious one would be Castle Ranch Steer. Castle Drive, Castle Ranch, Castle Steer. But for a purple, that's rather easy. But we will stick with it. Lucky Mission, Investment, Gap, Broth, Pilots, Cape Cod, Merchandise, and Diesel. Because we've got Wrangler over here for green as well. Wrangler, Steer, Pilots, Drive, Castle Ranch, and then you've got Maneuver as well. Steer, Pilots, Drive. This is what I mean. These 3 alone could be any of these. Tudor, Cape Cod isn't Tudor, is it? That doesn't sound right at all. And then there's Diesel. D's. If you're familiar with connections, you know that there could also be words within words, but I don't think that would be the case on this particular board today. Or letters missing, or letters switched around. Right, okay. And what do you think of SpaceX rocket hitting the moon? It's not going to damage the moon, of course. It's big, bigger than a rocket. Um, but do you think they should be made to go and fetch it and clean it up? Because it's going to be there for a very long time. It's not as if it's going to erode. It may get covered if there is any sort of dust movement on the moon. What do I know? I think that would happen on Mars quicker than it would happen on the moon. But there is a thin layer of atmosphere even on the moon. And we've got far too much space junk anyway. I only say that because I don't know what else to say about this board. But leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Investment. Financial maneuver, financial investments. Maneuver, business investments. Business gap. Merchandise. Yeah, but then you've got maneuver, steer, pilot, and drive. Then where does the wrangle come? Wrangle and shooter. These clues didn't actually help. Well, they did, but the board itself doesn't help because we've got 3, 4. Yeah, wrangle. Let's go to the comments. Let's see if there's any hints and things. Blue seemed way too easy to be blue. Ah, blue, Tudor. Oh, right, okay. Tudor, diesel, Cape Cod, broth, investment, gap, lucky, merchandise, diesel. I guess green may be obvious for others. I've decided color order is no longer a relevant piece of information. Yeah, right. Blue jumped out at me so quickly that I thought it must be yellow. Why Betsy of Asheville and GK of DC understanding what blue is straight off? Because that's Asheville, and isn't Asheville, or maybe there's an Asheville in Kentucky, maybe, and then a person in DC as well who got blue and commented on blue. I really thought green was blue, Randall. Okay. The only one I was sure of color-wise was purple because it was leftovers. I should have started there. Leftovers. That's interesting. Or maybe not. How to describe the pain when it comes to drones and destruction? Blue. Okay, Viv of Oklahoma. Is that an egg and a dragon? That my brain just wasn't doing so great on connections of late, and I solved stays without mistake. What the what? It happens. It happens. Every day is totally different from yesterday, and again will be different from tomorrow. Yellow. Put it in to move forward. Put it in gear to move forward. No, that can't be right. Put it in maneuver to move forward. So you don't steer if it's going forward. Green, controversial ad with Brooke Shields in it back in the day. They're jeans, aren't they? Ah, right, okay. Because you've got Diesel jeans, you've got jeans from Gap, and what else? Is there a jean company called Lucky? Yes, there is. That was just a guess. Right, American Denim Company. I'm not American. I could have gone for Mission, for example, but Lucky Jeans. Right, okay. That's really tricky for non-Americans. We've got what else? Because AL of Ithaca, New York State. Ithaca must be a town, not a like a district or suburb of New York City. Ithaca. I've heard of it, never seen it on Google Map. What time is the video? 16 minutes. Okay, we're doing it. Ithaca. Oh, it's Greece. New York City. It is its own city in New York State. Absolutely fantastic. Oh, Cornell University. Cornell, is that like a law school? Cornell founded this research-focused Ivy League. Oh, research. Okay. It looks very nice. Not as nice as ours, of course, but yes, not as old as ours either, but there you go. Nope, that's where are we? That's a nice body of water as well. That takes, I don't know which direction it's going in. Here we go. Oh, goes all the way up to, people forget how big New York State is, don't they? When people say New York, they think this bit here, but it's actually that big. Yeah, that's impressive. Syracuse, Rochester, Buffalo. Oh, Buffalo. You can go to Canada on a day trip. Do you have like passport control on that bridge? How does that work? You've got freeways going in and out of America. Canada, right, okay, so there is a border patrol here, right, okay. But nothing on the American side. No, yes you do. But it's, right, okay, yeah, there is. Okay, that's fine. Alright. That's kind of annoying. But that's off topic, and so is this. Let me put my board back, my window back. Back to connections, and I'm going to reopen close tab and click on that one there, and go back to the connections board. Blue, little something on a hillside, little something made of ticky-tacky. I beg your pardon? Ithaca's a nice place, but AL of Ithaca, I don't understand that. Green, yeah, Brooke Shields and jeans. I wonder if the advert's available on YouTube. I would be more surprised if it wasn't. Purple rhymes with sock. Are we looking at the right ones? Castle rhymes with sock. Sock, clock, hawk. Another word for a male chicken. Yeah, puts in pilots drive. Yeah, we'll reset the game again. That's annoying. but it had to be done. We've got maneuver, yellow, Wrangler, green, Tudor is blue, Tudor, Lucky, no, Wrangler, Gap, Diesel, and Cattle is purple. Julie of Ohio, a very regular commenter on connections. That should get folks going. Bossy says 55% solved so far. This was only 28 minutes ago from the recording. Got lucky with the categories today. Apparently 2 niches. I know. Writes Julie. Yeah, I'm still smarting a little bit from missing that Alanis Morissette Pocket Rainbow yesterday. I missed it as well. That was in a video. That was in the earlier video. Today's tried by 17% was for Cowboys and Cowgirls. I ignored it in favour of Suburbia, but I'll use it in service to the soliloquy. It's a process to get things from A to B, or something I do all the time. Enyaku. We get given, right. Now that looks slightly better, so maybe Castle, Ranch. No, you see, there's only Castle. Steer. Tudor. Tudor's not like a salad, is it? Because you've got ranch dressing and Tudor dressing. That can't be right. There's Tudor fashion, very fetching as well. Tudor merchandise dressing, that's like window dressing, or even the 1 meter display drops. They're all designed to increase sales, attract the eye, entice people in, etc., or just make things easier to find. Just a minute. Yeah, ranch. But what's Cape Cod? Okay, safe from the UK. This was way too American for me. I don't blame you. And David of New York, city or state, doesn't say. I'm American and never heard of two of the greens. Don't feel bad. I wonder which two he did hear of. Wrangler should be one of them. I don't know. I can't answer that question. Right, so yellow, steer up, down, left, right, and round and round. Purple, That looks like a cup of tea and soup. That looks like cows. Ah, broth. Right, okay. That looks like an investment. And I can't see what that is. Is that Wawa? So these jeans, yellow is, yeah, I like that one. Okay, blue, farmer, cow, house, ranch. I thought that was like a baseball club, CC. Oh, Cape Cod for blue. Oh, okay, what was purple? So blue, Cape Cod, GB. Tudor, ranch. So that's ranch, Cape Cod. That looks like a rocket. A mission, right, okay. And what is GB? Let's do that one because it's what 26 minutes in and we've still got 3 puzzles to go. Cattle, broth, investment, merchandise, stock. Right, okay. Tudor, ranch, Cape Cod, and mission. Control, ranch. Nope. House styles. I've never heard. That's the most. That's just weird for that category. Wrangler, Diesel, Lucky, Gap. Those are your genes for green, and drive, pilot, steer, maneuver for yellow. That was definitely not. What did these solvers say? It was 2 point something. Yeah, that was definitely not 2.3 out of 5 on the international scale. I consider that was luck. But it wasn't luck. I had to look it up and then I had to make guesses even then. But thank you, commenters. That's what you're there for. So I appreciate you all. And I find out truly how big New York State actually is, which is very. I'm going to click on that one. 59% went up slightly from the previous comment, but 59% is still impressive based on more than 1,000 games played. Yep. Navigate house styles. Never, ever. Nor that one. I don't think of stock as in cattle. Broth, yes. Investments, maybe. Merchandise would be more inventory rather than stock. I don't know why, but that's just how I use the word. Ranch, castle, wrangler, steer, that's the red herring that I almost fell into. Almost. Wrangler, castle. If you're not using the groups, the red herrings are very easy to fall into. Mission Wrangler Cap Diesel, fashion labels, denim brands, jeans brands. So yeah, very American-centric board today. They normally are, but some are more centric than others, more esoteric, if you will. But we've got strands to play next at the 30-minute mark, and we've still got 3 puzzles to go. All things considered, if it's anything like yesterday, this could be a rather long video. I may edit out the space thing. And if you haven't heard the space thing, then it's gone. So, all things considered, that's very nicely cut diamond shapes. All things considered, let's have a look at the board, shall we? All things considered. Maybe looking at that doesn't actually help as much as looking at the image, but then that doesn't help either. Like preference. We've got the spangram to do as well, of course. We've got all 7 to do at this point in time. Concept. Okay, that's cool. We've got notion there as well. That's interesting. So we've got the notion, we've got the concept. Are there any S's, any H's near there? No. Plan. Cool. Yeah. This is idea. Oh, opinion. Okay. So it goes, the spangram will go left to right or right to left, but it ping, sming, thought. Oh no, can't go that way because these aren't words that I'm familiar with. Anyway, thoughts. There we go. So this should be the spangram. So what is it? Oh, brainstorm. There we go. Brainstorming. That's nice. That is really nice. I like that puzzle. Yeah, all things considered, brainstorming. Sometimes the group just isn't as helpful as it probably could be. But we move swiftly on to the mini. We have a 5x5 board, which is always nice to see. And then we've got one across. Stimulate as the appetites. Wet. Yes, whet your appetite. Crop on the South Dakota State quarter. Oh, it's a coin. Wheat. What else could it be? 8 across, neat and orderly. Trim? No? Okay. Neat and orderly. Tidy. Duh. 4 down. Child's Bear. Teddy. The name of my dog. 7 across. Walked through water. Waded. 5 down. Repeated letters in a URL address. www. That's cool. Yeah, that's. I don't know if that's useful in puzzles on a regular basis, but that's really good. 6 across. Strange. Weird. 2 down. Saturday Night Live. Elam. Gardner. Heidi. 5 across. Where did the time go? 1 minute 22. Excellent. And we come to the MIDI. Again, today, Wednesday, August 5th. If you're watching this, it's either spoilers or you don't care, but I've warned you at the beginning. Right, let's get this. This is the MIDI. Close But No Cigar is the title, by Rena Cohen. Edited by Ian Livingood, of course. Let's have a look to see what we've got. Stethoscope. Wearers in brief. Doctors. Do they still actually carry a stethoscope around their neck anymore these days? Or do they? Yeah, I guess you would need your own because you have to stick it in your ears. But having it around, well, anyway, 1 down. Performance arts form featuring queens. That would be drag. Also racing. 8 across. Tear. That's rip. Let's do 11 across. Some psychedelic experiences. Ooh. Some psychedelic. I don't know. I've never had one of those. 10 downs. This is your brain on drugs. For shorts. Okay, I thought wrong. This is your brain on drugs for shorts. Let's do 9 across. Still in bed. Okay, 5 down. Ejemplo, Spanish for example. Oh, don't know Spanish. Paper, pencils, something stylus. Paper, pencils, ink. No. It begins with an I. Paper, pencil, stylus. Alright, 6 down. Back to doing something. That must be multiple words. What's 14 across? Gossip and slang. Goss. Not according to the New York Times on Wednesday, August the 5th. Gossip. Nat. No. Nats. No. It's probably going to be really simple, but brain fried. 12 down. Something face attire, Nike sweat wicking fabric. And it doesn't begin with A, so it's not outfit. 13 across. Horror or history. Gory, grisly. No. 2 down. Grain in a poke bowl. Rice. Horror or history. Horror or history. That's a weird one. 15 across. Big name in health insurance. Whoosh, straight over my head. I do know Affleck though. AF. And it's not that. I know Affleck because I watched baseball at the time, and it was the duck or goose thing walking across the screen saying Affleck, which I didn't mind actually. Broke up the baseball game. 16 down. Festive drink topped with nutmeg. Oh, nog. Nog? Yes, nog. Otherwise known as eggnog. 19 across. No longer following orders. No longer following orders. 21 down. Old fashioned. My word. Gosh. Okay, not that one. This is slightly somewhat annoying. Silent assent. Nod. For 27 across. That was nod. 25 across. Women's suffrages. Something B. Wells. Ida. Nice. Anti-lynching campaign. It's kind of sad when someone has to campaign against lynching people. Although it would be horrific if she was actually in favor of it. Right. That's horror or history, but that's... Right, okay, no, that's fine. 21 down. Old-fashioned, my word. 20 down. Reverse. Undo. 23 down. Scam. No, not rip. What's 12 down? So that was the Nike question. Start of a counting out rhyme. Excuse me? Start of a counting out rhyme. 1, 2, buckle my shoe? No. No, that's okay. Never mind. 17 down. We've got group with drivers, but not parkers. Excuse me. Oh, PGA. That's so weird that I got that one. 17 across. Asked for too many details. Pry. There we go. 18 down. Game players guidelines. That's rule. Or rules. Game players guideline. Rule. Okay, fine. 26 across. That's the counting out rhyme. Start of a counting out rhyme. No. That's the scam. What's this one? 4 down. Good moral behavior. Ideal. No. Okay. Good moral behavior. In short supply. It doesn't fit. Okay. In the eye of the beholder. No. That doesn't fit either. What's 9 across? Still in bed. Paper, pencil, stylus, 5 down. 12 down, 15 across. Big name, and it goes with an N. So, oh, right, okay, 22. 2017, Lil Pump hits, whose name includes a fashion brand. Gucci, Gunna. No. No. Alright, we can Google this one because I have no idea. Gucci, Lil Pump. Lil Pump. Lil Pump. Gucci gang. Right, okay. Would not have got that in a billion years. Old-fashioned. My God. My word. What? Gad? What? It is old-fashioned. No, what's 19 across? No longer following orders. No longer following orders. Why were you following orders in the first place? You know they're wrong. Back to doing something. Oh my God. You've killed him. God. Alright, okay. Nine across, still in bed. 10 down. Visit your brain on drugs for shorts. No, it's not like an ECG thing because there's an S in it. But that doesn't help. Gossip in slang, 3 letters. In slang, 3 letters. Bum, bum, bum. What's it begin with? T. Tit. Tat. No. Gossip in slang. That's an A. My goodness, what is that? Gossip in slang. Gossip. Beginning with T. Oh. T. Okay, that tickled me. Wow. I've never. We wouldn't say that while drinking our tea. We wouldn't. What's the goss? You know? Spill the beans. Even. If it's used where you are from, post in the comments where you are from. And more importantly, what was shared during that conversation. Spilling the tea, brewing the tea, serving the tea, whatever. I don't know anymore. I don't know. We're not going to get that one. No longer following orders. Right, water extracting, washing machine settings, spin dry. Why didn't I see that one before? Spin cycle. Okay, that's fine. Start of a counting out rhyme. E. Oh, eeny. Eeny, meeny, miny, right, okay. Wow. 23, scam, con. 24 across, a portion, a lot. Just like this video. We might be able to do it within 60 minutes though. 4 down, good moral behaviour. I don't know, no longer following orders. Dun, dun, dun. No longer following orders, that's 5. Right, so we've got an O and a U. What's that one? G. Rogue. Nice. Wow. Okay. Would I have got it if I selected, say, the first letter? Probably. Okay. Maybe not with the last one though. So let's see. Integrity for 1 down. Integrity. Nice. Right. Signy, I think I've heard of. No, Signa. Right, okay. Apparently I didn't hear of it, but there you go. I think I'm going to bookmark that one. This will be good to have. F, no, that's an I. Dry. Right, dry with an I. Sweat working fabric. Alright, okay, fine. Acid trips. No, that goes there like that. Still in bed. Beginning with N. Still in bed. Public service announcements. This is your brain on drugs because it's in quotes. Right, okay. Right. 7 down, deceive. Ooh. Deceive. P-E. Technically, we've only got 2 to go, which is 4 across and 9 across, because that will give us 6 down, or 5, 6, and 7 down. What is right? Okay, we can look that one up. That's fine. What is ejemplo in Spanish? Example. So, for example, let's switch them around. Where is it? Where do I type? There we go. For example, poor. Can't help feeling I should know that, but I didn't. So, paper, pencil, something stylus. Paper, pencil, something stylus. Paper, pencil, pen. No, weird. Right, okay, back to doing something useful. ITA gain. Again. Do it again. No, it's not do it again. Okay. Back to doing something. Back to doing something. Back to doing something. At it again, right. This paper, pencil, iPad, status. No. 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 I'm not having that. Still in bed. Not up. Unbelievable. 18 minutes for the MIDI. 18. I don't know. I think that's slightly above average, but the video is coming up to 55 minutes long. If you've stuck around this long, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. And if you've got any comments, leave them below. I'll read them, of course. But above all, I hope you had fun doing the puzzles today, and that you look after yourself. Take care. Take care of those around you. Bless you.